GTA 6 is about to do something way bigger than still a video game. It's about to give the entire gaming industry permission to charge $80 for a video game, and that should scare you way more than GTA itself, because gamers are not ready for $80 games. Gamers are ready for GTA. That is not the same thing. That's like watching people line up for a steakhouse across the street and then deciding to just charge $30 for the hot dogs at your gas station. Hell no. Sit down, know your lane. Because the second GTA sells like we all know it's going to sell, every publisher on earth is going to walk into a boardroom and say, "See? Told you gamers are ready." No, they are not. They are ready for Grand Theft Auto. They're ready for the game people have been waiting over a decade for. They're ready for the sequel to one of the biggest games ever made. They are not ready for every half-finished open-world game to show up with a bigger map, worse missions, and a horse with a battle pass. That's the actual problem, not GTA. It's what comes after GTA. And the part that really got me isn't even the $80 price tag. It's the $100 version. Because the standard edition is $80 and the ultimate edition is $100. And that changes the entire conversation. People keep arguing, is GTA worth $80? But the better question is, why does the $80 version already feel like the cheap version? $80 should not feel like the budget option. $80 should feel like I bought the game. Not like I walked into a fancy restaurant and ordered tap water with a side of financial shame. But that's how these editions work. They call them things like standard and ultimate, and they put them right next to each other, and suddenly your brain starts doing math like a little goblin. Well, it's only $20 more. That sentence is how they get you. It's only 10 more, it's only 20 more, it's only cosmetics, it's only early access, it's only 1 month of a subscription. Brother, that is how I ended up with 7 streaming services and still watch the same 3 YouTube channels every night. It always starts with only. Now, premium and ultimate editions are not new. Games have had collector's editions forever. You'd pay extra, get a statue, maybe some night vision goggles. Yes, there was actually night vision goggles. A Pip-Boy, a map, some weird little coin that made you feel like you were joining a secret society of unemployed wizards. Was it necessary? No. Was it overpriced? Absolutely. Did I still want it? Yes. I'm weak, but at least it was stuff. Physical stuff. Things you could put on a shelf until one day your wife looks at it and goes, "Do we really need this?" And you say, "Yes." But you say it way quieter than you expected. Now, premium editions are different. Now it's like for $20 extra, you get some vehicles, weapons, outfits, special shops, and content connected to the story. I'm sitting here like, wait, hold on. I just paid $80. That's not a statue. That's not a map. That sounds like stuff that should be inside the game. And I want to be clear. I'm not saying that the standard edition is incomplete. I'm saying that the marketing makes you wonder. They implant this computer chip in your brain that now tells you the standard edition is worse and the ultimate edition sounds like the real one. And suddenly the $80 version feels like showing up to a wedding wearing one of those stupid tuxedo shirts. Technically you're dressed, but you're spiritually incorrect. And this is where Rockstar makes the conversation super annoying, because Rockstar is going to get away with it. They're going to release a game so massive, so polished, and so ridiculous that people are going to look back and go, yeah, you know what? The price was worth it. GTA 5 came out in 2013. That game survived 3 console generations. Some people bought GTA 5 as teenagers, and now they have lower back pain and opinions about mortgage rates. Red Dead Redemption 2 still makes other open world games look like group projects. So yeah, Rockstar has trust, but trust is not a coupon every publisher gets to use. You don't get Rockstar prices until you build Rockstar trust. And that is what the whole video is about. GTA is the exception, but the gaming industry is about to treat it like it's the rule. Because you just know there's a boardroom somewhere right now where some executive walks in, shoes all shiny, hair wet, smile evil. He puts a presentation on screen and says, "Gentlemen, GTA 6 is $80. The whole room is going to go silent. One guy is going to slowly raise his hand and say, should our game be $80 too? And somewhere in the back, a developer is going to say, shouldn't we finish it first? And the executive goes, no, get the fuck out. And that's what scares me, not Rockstar, the copycats. Because we already know publishers aren't going to copy the quality, the years of polish, or the insane open world. They're going to copy the price, the expensive editions, and the pre-order button. That's just what the industry does. They find one thing that worked for a good reason, completely remove the good reason, and keep the money part. Battle passes could have been fine. They made them chores. Live service should have been fine. They made it a cheap house construction. Cosmetics should have been fine. They made every character look like a Chernobyl gas leak. So when GTA normalizes $80 games and $100 editions, do we really trust the rest of the industry to handle that responsibility? Because I don't. I trust the gaming industry with pricing the same way I would trust a raccoon with a DoorDash order. Something is going to be missing by the end. And it's going to be my fault. And here's the part that makes the $100 conversation even weirder. We still haven't had proper extended gameplay showcase. Yeah, I know trailer 2 was captured in-game. And yes, I know the gameplay was mixed with cutscenes. And yes, everything looks incredible. Shit, the NPCs look like they even have a better social life than I do. But that is not the same thing as Rockstar sitting us down and saying, Here's how the game plays. Show us the driving, the shooting, police system, mission structure, how the world reacts to us. Show me what's actually changed since GTA 5 besides for the graphics and the amount of people twerking on cars. Because right now, pre-orders are open. We have an $80 and $100 edition, and the sales pitch is still mostly trailers, screenshots, and vibes. Beautiful vibes, expensive vibes. Vibes that make your console sweat from across the room, but they're still vibes. And I'm sorry, but I don't think Trust Me Bro should cost $80. Not even from Rockstar. Not because I think the game will be bad, but because seeing the game should be normal. Especially when price is going up. Trust is great, gameplay is even better. Now I call all that out knowing that Rockstar is going to survive that trust test, and that's the most annoying part. They're probably the one studio that can, so pre-order now, gameplay deep dive later, and millions of people are going to do it. But the second the publishers copy that, that's where it gets ugly, because some of these companies barely deserve trust after launch, let alone before gameplay. Some other publishers are going to try the same thing with a game we've only seen in a cinematic trailer where a guy walks through fog while somebody whispers about Destiny. No gameplay deep dive, no system shown, no proof, just vibes and a pre-order button. And brother, I've paid for vibes before. The vibes haunt me. I think we're all in the same boat. But now I need to talk about something that has actually changed 15 times since I originally wrote everything that I have. And that's the physical version of the game and the digital version, because the physical version is in a box with a code. A box. With the code, not a physical copy. It's a receipt wearing a costume of a game. And I understand why companies are doing this. Games are massive. I mean, preloading helps a ton, but discs are becoming useless. And I get it, but can we at least admit how weird this is? We used to buy a game and feel like we owned something. Now the physical edition is basically a cardboard cosplay. And I don't want to spend too long on this because it's not the main issue, but it wasn't the main issue until the most recent news from PlayStation, where they will no longer support physical disc, and we're moving into a digital download era. This has proved everything that I've said up to this point, because Rockstar is going to set the standard. So the question comes, who was first, the chicken or the egg? Because Rockstar announced that they've been working hand in hand with PlayStation on this GTA 6 release. So did Sony tell Rockstar no physical disc? Or did Rockstar say we are moving away from physical disc, and Sony was like, fuck yeah, us too. But I can't say it doesn't fit the pattern. Higher prices, more editions, more subscriptions, less ownership. At some point you have to ask, what are we actually buying? Because it feels less like buying a game and more like buying access to a building where every room has another cover charge. I mean, look at Anthem. I was just seeing some post on Reddit about how people no longer have Anthem in their library. That's a game they paid for, but it's digital, so they don't own it. So if you've watched my other videos, you know that I love to address counter arguments. I think it's fun to think about this in my head. Games are going to cost more money to make now than they did 10 years ago. And yes, they do. I agree. Development is expensive, teams are huge, and games take forever. Voice acting, motion capture, yada, yada, yada. All of that costs money. I'm not sitting here pretending games are made by 5 dudes in a basement powered by pizza rolls and friendship. Well, I mean, some of them are, and somehow those games slap, but still, games are expensive. I get it. The problem is, if we are paying more, we should be trusting more. And right now, with a lot of publishers, we trust less because we've seen too many broken launches, too many apologies, too many roadmaps, too many "we hear you" blog posts, and too many games that just launch in this fucked up state. So no, people are not mad because they hate paying for games. People are mad because they are tired of paying more while being asked to trust companies that keep giving them reasons not to. Trust is a real currency here, and Rockstar has a lot of it, but other publishers don't. And gamers have to be honest here too, because we do this thing where we complain about the industry and then immediately reward the same exact thing that we complained about. And I'm not judging, because I'm guilty too. I'll sit there like, ew, the industry's disgusting, and make 15 videos about it. Next thing I know, they're going to release gameplay trailer number 3 for GTA 6, and I'm fucking slapping my card down on the table and saying, please take my money and hurt me emotionally. Games have turned us into financial rats. We know the trash can is dangerous, but we still climb in. But if we're going to buy GTA 6, we should at least be honest about why. It's not because $80 should be normal for every game. It's because GTA is different. But that's the part publishers are going to ignore. Consumers did not accept an $80 game. They accepted GTA being $80. And that is not the same thing. If publishers want GTA prices, they need GTA trust, confidence, marketing, and trailers. Trust, a track record, a reason. Because paying more is not always the problem. I pay more for something great, but I don't want gaming to drift in that direction. Gaming has always been one of the more accessible hobbies. You didn't need a boat. You don't need golf clubs. You don't need to start collecting Warhammer figurines until your bank account begins making funeral arrangements. You just needed a game and a console or a PC, maybe a friend with a second controller. So when these gaming releases go from 60 to 70, 80, 100, it matters. And yes, somebody will always say it's only $10 more, but everything is only $10 more now. Food is more, gas, insurance, rent, and your paycheck is moving at the speed of Ubisoft making another good Assassin's Creed game. So no, $10 or $20 is not nothing, especially when the industry keeps trying to make more expensive version instead of just giving us a solid version. And that's the part that bothers me. It's not just the price, it's the pressure. So here's where I land. GTA 6 being $80, I don't love it, but I do understand it. GTA 6 having a $100 Ultimate Edition with in-game bonuses tied to the world and story, that concerns me a bit more. Opening pre-orders before a proper extended gameplay showcase, that concerns me too. Not because I think Rockstar is scamming people, but because Rockstar can get away with things the rest of the industry should not. $80 is not your birthright. It is not a coupon that you get because Rockstar did well. Rockstar earned it, but everybody else is about to inherit it. And the gaming industry inheriting anything is terrifying because they're going to take grandma's house, sell the furniture, and then rent it back to you. And then they're going to call it the Ultimate Edition. So let me know in the comments, is GTA 6 worth $80? Are you going to pick up the $100 version? Or is that too weird for you? And what studio has actually earned the right to charge that much? Because I could think of a few. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe. But before I get out of here, I'd like to pray together. If that's not your thing, no pressure. I still appreciate you watching, but we're going to get into it. God, thank you for today. I pray for whoever's watching this, whether they're stressed, tired, lost, or they're just trying to get through the week. Give them peace, protect their family, and help them keep moving forward. In Jesus' name, amen.